it can be said that there is somewhat of a misconception about Southern California when it comes to great white sharks. It is true that the shores of many beaches here are the temporary home of juvenile sharks. In fact, as you've seen here countless times, these juvenile sharks get remarkably close to humans. It was 3 years ago when I noticed something interesting happening. It appears there is a gathering of large sharks in at least 2 distinct locations every year. One of these locations yielded an extraordinary shark. Among those giants, this little shark appeared. It is possibly the youngest white shark ever filmed. I think you may have heard about that one. Now I'm on a mission to find more large sharks. Could they reveal another young one? Only time will tell. But here is what I've found so far this year. When it comes to sharks, there's nothing quite as attention-grabbing as seeing a large one. Here's one I found roaming over a kelp bed. Not only is it large, but the fact that it roams over a kelp bed at its size could hold clues as to why it is here. Could it be here to eat? Or perhaps to simply bask in the sun in the warmer water found here? But there's another possibility that comes to mind. Could this shark be pregnant? This shark is roughly 15 to 16 feet long, well within the size for maturity. There is no doubt it is either pregnant or it has consumed a large amount of food recently. While it's technically impossible to determine if a shark is pregnant from above, it does bring into question why so many of these large sharks are coming to these locations. Sharks of this size are not typically what one thinks of when exploring Southern California, but they are here and they must come for a purpose. The largest shark I've ever seen was on Guadalupe Island in Mexico. Here's a clip I filmed while I was in a cage. This is an 18-foot female. She was bigger than the cage I was in. But more importantly, I was able to gauge both from above and beneath the shark the proportions of her sheer size. Something that through experience has given me a good grasp as to the size of a shark through visual assessment. The scars indicate she is mature and that she has likely mated before. Notice her proportions. Now here's another shark. The board here is nearly 11 feet long. This is not a small white shark. And this shark seems rather curious. Eventually, it grows bored and leaves. However, that same shark is seen in the top of the frame here. The shark on the bottom is clearly much larger. The proportions and the girth are evident. It isn't every day that I find sharks of this size, and it certainly isn't every day that I see a grouping of sharks of this size in such a small area. And that's not all. Here's a shark that was spotted in Moss Landing, a place some 300 miles north of where I filmed it this week. The distinctive scars on top made it easy to identify. According to a local whale watching company located in Moss Landing, the shark appeared pregnant. Here's that shark approaching a group of fishermen. They have no idea it is near them. Perhaps the shark is looking for a free meal. You'll notice the fisherman doesn't take kindly to my warning of a large shark nearby. In fact, they try to take down my drone using their fishing lures. While the shark continued on its path, and mindful to not lose my drone to the fisherman, I was able to get some top-down shots to gauge this shark's proportions. Over the next couple of days, this shark lingered in the area before disappearing once again. This year, I've started capturing high-resolution images of each shark, their fins, and the distinct markings they may have. The goal is to match these sightings in the future. Are many of the same sharks returning? This is one way to find out. With a database of identities, it could help piece together information about how often these sharks return to this area, if they do indeed return. In between, I'm observing everything interesting about these creatures. Just look how effortless this large shark knifes through the water. It is elegance in motion. Considering everything I've seen so far this year, what I do know is Southern California is home to many juvenile white sharks. But the fact that large sharks, possibly pregnant ones, keep appearing means I am motivated to keep searching for answers. Because finding another one of these and proving that it is indeed a newborn will take patience, persistence, and a partnership with science that can change much about what we know about these creatures. Thanks for supporting this mission.